Randy with Ragamuffin-Piper here. Got my coffee. Give me a little swig here. We did get some snow. It wasn't very much. But the wind is out of the north and it's turned pretty cold. It's 32 degrees right now. Not that bad out here. Anyhow, I wanted to come to you today. I got a little, maybe more of a pipe and tobacco subject here today. This is the Rattray Marlin. This is a great pipe. It's probably my favorite pipe of all the ones I have. But then I probably said that 3 or 4 times already. I probably have. This smokes really good. And in it is going to be the subject of some stuff here. Smoking Cardboard sent me some samples. Aren't they great packages? And this is Esoterica Cardiff. Cardiff. Esoterica Cardiff. Now, the reason I picked this one out to share with you, y'all know I don't give reviews because I think there's lots of reviews out there and how-to tips. You can find those. Go to Mutton Chop Piper, or if you want reviews, there's Spurgeon Piper. There's all kinds of reviews. And some of you may disagree with what I'm about to say, but when I first picked up a pipe, one of my favorites was Carter Hall. Carter Hall. I used to use it to break in pipes, and it was my all-day tobacco. But a lot of you know that Carter Hall, along with all that mother company that owns it, they went through some changes. And they shipped their product out to South America, and boy, all I've heard is bad news since then. I don't know how good actual Carter Hall is now, but if you want any, you got to buy a whole tub to get it. And I just don't want to buy a whole tub to find out, nope, it's not as good as it was. You might have to excuse the wind noise, because we're not going to film outside today without it. This north wind coming in with this storm, it's cold and it's windy. But this stuff right here, now let me preface this with it. I have tried the replacement wannabes from just about everybody. Shadow Manor, Hearth and Home. I thought I had found a pretty good replacement in the last batch I bought. Was from oh, I don't remember where it was, but I went through 3 or 4 match blends. Then the last one I bought didn't say match, it said Carter Hall, so I don't know if they're just selling it in bulk somehow, but it is pretty close. But this stuff right here, if you like the original Carter Hall, this Esoterica Cardiff is like Carter Hall Premium. I'm not kidding. That's the first thing I thought when I smelled it. When I light it up, it burns just like it. It burns good. It has the smell of Carter Hall, and it has the taste of Carter Hall. Now, I don't know if that's that anise or the little topping that they sometimes talk about that Carter Hall had or has. But this tobacco has that same type of flavor to it. Same additive, I believe. And it is good. So if you're a Carter Hall fan and you haven't tried Esoterica Cardiff, I highly recommend it. Give it a try. This little package will be gone. It'll be gone pretty soon. And I have enjoyed every single puff of it. Top of the bowl to the bottom. Now, I say all that, and I'm going to add to it a little bit, as usual. There's snow on the hill now. I'll take you a picture of that. Show it to you. Oh, black dog. Sometimes we are resistant when we think we know what the facts are. When we think we know what the facts are. Not what the facts are, but we think we know what the facts are. Or we think our opinion is the only one. It's 100% right, so you must be a little bit wrong. You must be a little bit more wrong, and you're completely wrong. Well, let me do something that you're not supposed to do in conversation a lot. And tell you that applies to politics, religion, workplace. Doesn't it though? See, here I was convinced that, you know, just not ever going to find the right Carter Hall. It's never going to be the same. And I am not one to try blends just off the shelf. Oh, I'll try that one. Oh, the reviews for this one look good. I'll try that one. Or, oh, this one's real expensive. It must be good. I have had so many bad experiences with buying tobacco I thought should be good, and somebody probably somewhere out there said, oh, it's delicious, it's great, but I hated it. You know, it didn't suit my taste buds. Now, due to Smoking Cardboard's generosity, I tried something I probably would have never tried, and I found something I liked. Now, when we're talking about politics or religion, your personal beliefs, if you don't believe in a religion, that's okay. That's your opinion. And it should matter to all of us. You know, I have my moral standard, my foundation of what I believe, and I'm sure all of you do as well. And listening to someone else's opinion with some respect and genuine listening, that's something that we've kind of forgotten in this day and age. We are so quick to judge things because we disagree with them, or we think we disagree with them. We can't have a conversation. We can't negotiate. We can't come across the aisle. And believe me, there are some matters out there I'm not willing to come across the aisle to meet you halfway about. And I'm sure the same goes for you. The problem is those are just a few things in life. There are a whole lot of other things that we agree on. And when we close ourselves up to listening to someone else's opinion, then we, especially on one or two topics, then we close ourselves up to being able to agree with them on the topics that we have in common. That's sorely needed in politics right now, isn't it? The ability to listen with grace and mercy. And I would say it's dearly missed in a lot of organized religion or religious people. I see a lot of people judging others based on one or two things they say. Sometimes people say things that's a mistake. They didn't mean it the way it was taken or the way it came out. Or maybe we just don't know all the facts. We don't know the whole story. But boy, we're quick to pass judgment. I could have looked at that little package and said, ha! That's what we in our house call foo-foo. Foo-foo coffee or foo-foo tobacco. I'm not trying that. It's got a funny name. It's no good. I hope the wind isn't too much for you guys. I hate producing stuff in the wind. My good field mic doesn't work with this camera, so I resort back to the built-in microphone, if that's what you're wondering about. Someday we'll rectify that when I have enough funds to get back to having standardized equipment. But let's try to have an open ear. I have a feeling that open ears leads to open hearts. And that doesn't mean you have to give up anything that you believe. Doesn't mean you change your foundation or knock down the bricks. Doesn't mean any of that. It means you can listen. You can have understanding. Don't you think that's important? I sure do. I do. So, Esoterica Cardiff taught me a little lesson over the last few days. Need to keep my opinion from clouding my ability to listen. Maybe. Let's try that for a little bit, huh? Shall we? Maybe Congress and the politicians could try that. Let's keep our opinion from clouding our ability to listen. And listen in respect. Boy, the world could be a different place, couldn't it? This is Randy with Ragamuffinpiper. Thank you so much for joining me. And I've got some news coming up on 150 subscribers. And we are going to do a giveaway for the 150 subscribers era here. Going to include some tobacco, not much. Hey, I'm retired after all. With some blends I hope you'll like. Might give away some of my everyday mix that I make up. Haven't smoked a lot of it lately because I've had all these neat gifts to try. But my everyday smoking mix that I make up, I call it Ragamuffin Porch Time, or whatever it was we named it. Something like that. Might include a little bit of that trout string because I bought a whole bunch this last time. And a couple of tins I've been saving. So look for that in the near future. We'll be doing a giveaway, and along with that's going to come a special gift for me off of my bookshelf. So until then, this is Randy. Thanks for joining me a lot. I appreciate it. And until we see each other again on this little screen you're looking at, you take care. Make it your best day. Do everything you can. Make it your best day.